Howdy on, welcome back to session 4, I believe, of A Year of Adventure. Uh, I'm gonna jump straight into it. We join our party as they are coming out of a trapdoor in a small theater at the edge of Ivory Row. With them is Jessamine, the drow playwright that they found. And I'm going to immediately turn it over to y'all. What would you like to do?
Uh,
Um,
I think our primary goal was to head to the temple, right?
I believe so.
mhm.
Yes.
So I guess we start heading that direction.
Yes.
As y'all emerge, you realize you've made it a lot further across the spire than you thought you had. Like, underground, it felt like y'all might have gone a quarter mile, half a mile. Y'all made it more like 3.5 miles, about half the width of the spire,
Hmm.
around like the outside edge.
Is that like normal or
Jasmine kind of looks at y'all as y'all are kind of processing this information. Y'all should know space and time doesn't work right here.
okay?
That is true.
We're like just on that boundary of normalcy. If you get a few levels up Spire, everything seems okay for the most part. Weird stuff still happens, but the closer you get to the bottom, the weirder it gets. She sits there and just kind of hangs her head down. Y'all could have gotten killed just coming to talk to me.
It's the spire. We could have got killed just walking out the door
Yeah.
after
That's very
eating
true.
breakfast.
Yeah, but you took on an extra risk, and I appreciate that. I think my days as a playwright are done. To hide from the councilman, I'm going to have to go below ground. And I hope the ministry will take me in. But otherwise, I might have to find a way off Spire. Not just out, but off. I've never been past like some of the houses at the base at night. There's a whole world out there.
It's a bold undertaking.
I
Yeah.
think you might want to start with the ministry.
Oh, I'm going to reach out. As soon as I hope can, but they still might say no. I'm just trying to prepare myself for what comes next. And then, like a switch flipped. But that's all for future me to solve. Present me says this is nice weather for the Spire. And no, it's, nice temperature, you know, dim lit by the fungal mushrooms around. So, it's not like bright, but it's not dark. It's kind of in that like permanent twilight. But no rain. It rains inside the spire quite often. Every floor can rain at separate times. And she just starts like drithering on about the weather. While she talks, could each of you roll me a d10?
Okay.
Just a single d10.
Do you want us to do it off our sheet?
No, just slash roll 1d10.
Okay. Oh.
I don't think that's good for me.
Okay, Cornelia. While walking, you notice on the ground there's some kind of shiny metal about 10 yards in front of you that catches your attention.
Okay. I approach it to observe it before picking it up. I would like
It's the casing of one of the rounds that was shot at you, more than likely, because it is a
Ooh.
Helionite rifle casing.
Okay. I would
Uh,
like to. Go ahead.
You would know that they are taught to police their brass, like clean up after they shoot, to like an absurd degree. So the fact one was left is obscure.
Weird.
You would also know it's obscure to run into an attack with Hellionites and everyone walk away alive.
Yeah.
Some of us just barely, but yeah.
Fair.
I'd like to pick it up, but wait, with like cloth between me and the bullet, just in
Okay.
case.
As you pick it up, you do feel it kind of like hum, for lack of a better word, in your hand,
Mm-hmm.
but no ill effects. Just it's humming.
All right. Can I show it to my friends?
Yes.
All right, guys, look at this.
And as y'all look at it, you can see that it's been intricately carved with the scriptures of the Hellionite Church and their beliefs. And that
Does
they've
it have anyone's name on it?
not the. Let's see. What skill do I want you to roll? What skill would you like to roll to see if you can find the name and all the script on it?
Well, it's a church, so maybe I could roll religion.
You could definitely use religion, but that's a domain, I believe. Well,
Right. I don't think I have any good skills. I have fix, but I don't really feel like that. And resist, but I don't really feel.
Nah,
Maybe I could have one of my friends look at it. Do you have
Yeah.
any good investigators?
Hand it over. Let me take a look at that.
and I will
You
say
wanna-
that Cornelia's religious knowledge will help provide mastery on this roll. So you can roll an additional d10.
So I roll 5d10.
Okay, no, you were already up to 4, so 4 is the max.
Okay. uh, how do I not roll a domain?
You just uncheck it,
Okay,
and then
yeah, no,
nothing will be checked.
I figured it out. Oops. All right, there we go.
Ooh.
Okay then. I am trying to pull up the name that I am about to show you that you're about to need. So give me just a second. I had it, and then like my thing refreshed.
Mm-hmm.
You would see it continually referencing Brother Hellion, who you know is one of the leaders of the Hellionite Church.
I believe we ran into him on our first encounter.
Yep, y'all have definitely seen his handiwork before.
Down was it down Red Row?
Yep.
Right?
In fact, when y'all were picking up all those flyers and stuff, or like reading flyers the other day, y'all would have seen a flyer advertising Brother Hellion's Church of the Gun. And it reads as follows: "Come one, come all, to Brother Hellion's Church of the Gun on Kiln Street. Bathe in the glittering majesty of humanity's greatest gift from the gods, the firearm. Captured fire awaiting ignition and gunpowder, the holy rotation of the chamber and barrel, the blessed incense of gun smoke, a bold and righteous power in the palm of one's hand, greater than anyone could ever imagine. Mighty lines of cannon roaring their defiance at the world, stamping man's dominion over the unholy beast of creation. Each year, the sacred work of retro engineers in Gwynfor University uncover more and more secrets hidden within the workings of these perfect ancient machines. Come worship, believer. Have your sacred tools blessed by Brother Hellion. Brother Hellion who saw the face of eternity in a shell casing. Brother Hellion who heard the secret and percussive tongue of the gods in the crack bang of flintlocks. brother Hellion, whose very breath is gun smoke and whose tongue is barrel hot with the fires of creation. And then at the bottom it has a listing of worship times. Twice a day, every day.
That was all in the bullet.
No, that was what was on a poster y'all seen before.
Oh.
No, sorry. I believe I said it clearly, but
No, you did.
Okay.
I was following along.
No, that was me. That was me.
okay.
A lot of information to be on a casing.
This bullet's insane. All right.
It's
This
bigger
is
on
not
the
a full
inside.
flyer. Yeah. Magic lamp.
But yeah, as you sit there like pondering this knowledge, you sit there and you just kind of feel. Better yet, each of you give me another D10.
Standard roll?
1d10?
Yeah, just one D10.
Oof. Oof.
My dice are rigged.
So
No.
let me give a GM roll. Okay, so none of you notice what happens next. But over the next few seconds, as you're talking, that bullet casing disappears from your hand.
Excuse me?
I'm
Yeah.
looking around like maybe it was dropped.
Nope, it's just gone.
Like it vanished from my hand.
Yes, like it disappeared out of your hand.
Okay. Hmm.
And after a few more seconds, a single sten appears in the palm of your hand. Sten being the currency of the Spire. Silver coin about a little bit bigger than a US quarter.
Can we investigate
Interesting.
this then?
Can I would like to take a look around my surroundings
Yes,
to
correct.
see if I notice anybody running or anything like that, or
How would you like to do it? What skill?
Probably occult, or you said skill.
Skill and domain. How would you like to do this roll?
I think something like supernatural happened. Like maybe someone was very fast, so I don't know if it was like it would be technology or occult.
I'll say occult.
Okay. And then I could use my investigation.
Yes,
I think that's 3d10.
correct. Okay, the highest of the 5. Okay, so that is a failure. So, you try to look and you can't find anything for sure. At first, it was nothing that pushes you forward. But as you look over the stand in your hand, you notice it's got a sigil on it. Just a small little etching along the side. It's 3 characters long and repeats itself over and over.
Do I recognize it?
Uh,
Like what it says?
you don't know what it says, but you recognize that like various religious groups of the Spire will use those etchings as parts of rituals and magic.
Would I recognize it? I guess I probably can't look at it.
Duran, would you show the coin?
Yeah, absolutely.
You would be vaguely familiar with them. They're a bit more occult than you usually deal in,
Okay.
but you recognize them. You've seen them on bodies you've tended to be for burial rituals, and or if you look at the coin, you would recognize them as scars you've helped clean up on people who've been branded. So nothing good.
Hmm.
But again, the floor is yours. You're going to just keep heading over to the temple.
Yeah, I guess I'll just put the stand in
Bag.
my bag and
Do you put it with the rest of your money or separate?
separate.
Okay.
Do you put it next to or far away from the box?
I ignore the box.
As you open the bag, you hear a faint press the, but he doesn't get it out before Draven gets the coin into the bag and the bag's sealed.
I'm glad you were quick.
Draven, every time we switch locations, could you roll a d10 for me for a bit?
Sure.
So y'all arrive at the temple.
You want to do it now?
Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you. And as y'all arrive, your the leader of your temple, Ori, your good friend and mentor, does step down to greet you.
I don't say anything, but I just have a look of relief on my face.
He holds his arms up, kind of waves in, like, bring it in. You need a hug?
Absolutely.
My child, you've not been gone 2 hours. What happened that fast?
Do you really expect anything less from me?
No. I hesitate to say I'm still a little impressed, though.
Well, hopefully one day I'll stop impressing you. But for the time being, we have someone who needs help.
Ah, yes, I've seen you on stage before. What was it? Jade? Regardless, you are welcome within the temple. Jasmine looks to y'all and kind of gives a curt wave. She goes inside, lugging a steamer chest that she dragged out with herself, going thunk, thunk, thunk up the stairs. You
I'm
hear?
not sure if she'll be staying long. She intends to leave the Spire itself, perhaps.
Oh boy, she's mad.
Mm.
Unless she plans on going elsewhere.
Elsewhere.
Well,
Where?
uh, make a roll 1d10 plus occult if you have it, or religion. I'll say either one. So,
All right, I got religion.
Is that for all of us?
oh yes, all of you.
I do not have religion.
Okay.
But
if
you
I
have
have-
occult, so you
Wait.
could still do 2d10.
Okay,
And
So
with
if I
no
have a-
skills?
Yeah, no skills.
gotcha.
So if I have a cult, it's 2.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Second.
Okay.
Okay. So, Ori and Dravon, you've both heard extensively of Elsewhere. Some say it's like a drow purgatory, but a more rational mind and more thorough discussion says it is a little pocket of sanctuary within the unreality that is the heart. One does not idly venture down there, and getting there and getting back are two very different tasks.
Can you repeat that?
It's a sanctuary within the pocket of unreality that is, sorry, the heart of the Spire. And that getting in and out are two vastly different tasks. And you know that none of you are currently equipped for a venture into Elsewhere or the heart itself.
Okay.
But if you can find yourself down there, it is one of the safest places to be. The Ministry has spent thousands of hours trying to find a stable connection to and from Elsewhere, but none seems to form. Sometimes a random bridge in the Spire goes there, but only when you cross it from left to right. And 10 minutes later, it might be a random bathroom stall in a pub, just plops you out on Main Street of Elsewhere. A couple of days later, someone opens a sugar jar. They reach in to get a scoop of sugar, and their hand goes into some poor person's kitchen elsewhere.
So people only wind up in elsewhere by happenstance.
There are some people who say they can control it, and through a venture into the heart itself, you can get there. Consistently would feel like a strong word, but you can get there.
The direct route.
Yes, and I will say this out of character as a DM, y'all do not have the capability to get there because I do not have the book for the heart.
Perfect.
All right, good to know.
So
Does the Magister, would the Magister know?
The Magisters have a passing familiarity with it. They're aware of how to get there, like how people would get there. And to be frank, y'all would know that if Jasmine was to take the expedition to the heart through the heart to get to Elsewhere, she probably wouldn't survive.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Not without an escort, at least.
Yeah, and even then, her chances probably aren't great. But yeah, leaving Jasmine with Ori's mentor at the temple, you now know y'all have some leads to follow up on down in Red Row, but the city is y'all's. Where would you like to go?
Where
I
do our
consult with the party.
objectives lead us? Yeah, so I think we are still working on we need to dismantle the Weeping Maiden play.
Yes, that was one of the last things I were working on.
What is our best steps to do that? I think it's probably going back to Red Row, right?
Y'all would know that is the most likely thing to do, like most likely thing to guarantee success here.
Okay. You ready, guys?
Yes. Let's go.
All right.
So y'all would know a trip back's not going to be super easy. Y'all do have the ropes.
Mhm.
that got y'all through the Vermissian first time with Talen, but y'all could also take quite literally the stairs,
Oh
or
yeah.
you could take other methods of transportation to get you part way there and then walk the rest of the way, or take the Vermissian for only a shorter hop. So, how would you like to do it? The city is yours to get there.
Hmm.
What would be the safest route?
The safest would probably be taking the stairs.
What would be the
Okay.
funnest route?
The Vermissian.
Okay. That's the fastest way too?
Yes.
All right, let's go that way.
Yeah, go that way.
So after a bit of scrounging, you'll find the Vermissian station of Ivory Row. And it's gleaming and polished. It looks very much like picture Grand Central Station. And now imagine what it would look like if humans didn't enter it for like 30 years.
Okay.
Okay.
Love it, my type of environment.
Yeah, very much like slightly decrepit, but you could tell it was once ostentatious and beautiful. But as you'll approach, you hear the sound. Ticket to the Vermissian. Get your ticket to the Vermissian here. And see there's a few drow and a human gathered around one of the main entrance points, armed to the teeth.
How come we have to get tickets instead of just going with Trayvon?
Javon still needs an entrance. But y'all would know this is not normal.
They're trying to pull a hustle on us.
Yeah.
Get your tickets to the Vermissian. Vermissian tickets here.
I walk right past him.
One of them tries to get in front of you and block your path.
I step around.
The other one steps up to try to get in your way as well. They are determined to get your money.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Can we pay them with
Hey.
bucks?
That's a good idea.
Could
I'm
you
just
try
saying.
and- Are you gonna try and salesman them?
I feel like it's two birds, one stone, you guys.
Go for it.
How much is a ticket?
For you, 10 sten each.
10 sten each. Okay. I have a proposition for you.
A prop of what now?
I wish to strike a bargain.
A bargain.
I have this magical device.
So funny.
I'm listening.
If you give us 4 tickets, wait, no, 3 tickets, I will give you this magical device.
What's it do?
That's the fun part. It has a wide variety of capabilities it can do.
Press the button, press the button, press the button.
It wants you to find out personally.
Will you press the button? You're not man enough to press the button.
Button, tell them all the fantastic things that'll happen if they push the button.
If you press the button, the
So-
button is pressed. Press the button is pressed.
All right. I haven't took it out of the bag yet.
It's saying all this silent, through the bag.
It's
Muffled.
muffled.
Press the button. Press it. Press it now.
Oh my god.
It's basically a what's the word? It's like a roulette. You have different odds of getting better items at certain times of the day. I was once told that if you press it exactly at midnight, you will become rich beyond your wildest imaginations.
I was gonna say the same exact thing.
Huh. Let's see it.
Every single time you press the button, something magical will happen. It is guaranteed. But the chances of this magical artifact producing a grand wealth increases at certain times of the day.
Hmm.
And like I said, I was told that at midnight, you can become the richest person in the Spire.
Then why don't you push it at midnight?
I have no need for wealth.
If you have no need for wealth, then you should be able to afford the fee.
I don't always carry money on me.
Just a
But I-
second though, so I just put on pause. ASD, howdy! I've missed you so much, man. It's so good to see you here. I hope you've been well. Okay, well,
I pull out the box and I hold it
press
in my hand.
the button. Will you press the button? Please press the button. Press the button. You know you want to.
I hold out the box in my hand as if I'm going to give it to them.
They
I
look at
ask-
it. The biggest one amongst them just kind of comes up real close, eyeing it. He pokes the side of it, being very careful to not touch the button. What's it made of? That's cool to the touch.
I don't know.
If you want to
It
find
is.
out, you're gonna have to take our deal.
Well, you can push the button. Maybe you'll find out.
Yeah.
In case it's a bomb, I'm pushing it with y'all here.
No,
Okay.
it's not a bomb.
But
I
just
can
in case,
guarantee you that.
he takes the
I could guarantee you it is not a bomb.
button and he pushes it.
Oh, I stand back.
I run. He grabs it out of my hand and I book it.
Yeah, let's all hold hands and run.
I'm drug along with my companions.
So what you'll see as he pushes the button, a set of attic stairs, like you know the pull down attic stairs in houses,
Yes.
appears
Yes.
open. And
I'm looking at a pair right now.
and they all just kind of walk up it together.
Okay.
And then the stairs rapidly fold up and disappear behind him, and you don't see the box anymore.
Box is gone.
The box is gone for now.
I stare up to where the stairs folded out, and I'm just like, huh.
Well,
We
that solves
did
that
it.
problem.
Oh, we did it, boys.
Well, now we don't have to pay for the Vermisian.
We never had to.
No.
But now we don't have to worry about those guys. For now.
Win-win.
Don't actually know where they went. But now we can move on.
Yeah.
I actually need to consult something real quick to figure out where they went.
Problem-
Give me a
Problem
second.
solved.
Okay. I'm really wishing this was better organized. Okay. Okay. Before you go, we've been doing good, ASD. I'm sorry things have not been well, but you know you're always welcome here. You find yourselves in the Vermisian, and it's strangeness that you've become used to. Well, somewhat used to. But as y'all go through, you start seeing the door, and you know exactly what door I'm talking about.
Yes.
Repeatedly. Seems like every minute or so, that door just drifts by at the edge of your vision. Y'all kind of float back through the Vermisian to Red Row.
At any point, does this door like stay within our vision when we go to look at it?
Give me a D10 roll.
Or is it always just like as soon as we try to make direct eye contact with it, it disappears.
I'll just give you a D10 roll. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Is that for everybody or just Dad?
Anyone who wants to try to focus on it.
Ooh, that's the one.
Woo!
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Drayvon, give me a resist roll.
A resist roll.
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't have the resist skill, it will just be 1d10.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, hold on.
I just realized I took all my traits off of.
So you can like look at it for a few seconds, but you feel it starting to like burrow into your mind and that parasitic nature it seems to have. If you can look at it largely unaffected.
Cool. Can I investigate or look at it
You can look at it.
and
Would you like to touch
glean
it?
any information?
Don't touch the door.
No.
You sure?
No, I won't.
Oh, so ASC,
Thank you for the offer, though.
this is Spire City Must Fall. It's a tabletop role playing game being run through an app called Roll20. My players are Dub playing Drelon, a Vermissian sage, Whiff playing Cornelia, a Lejean, which is a type of priest, and Arugula playing Ori, a type of like Ori, who is a midwife, which is like a medic / wet nurse for the Spire. The Spire being a very, very strange, almost surrealist fiction arcology of dark elves. I feel like that was a new sentence. I don't think that like combination of words been put together.
I did feel very fresh.
But each of you give me a D10 roll again.
Again?
Yes, just another D10.
Standard D10?
Yeah, just one D10.
Okay.
Ruh-roh.
Um.
Oh.
So, Cornelia and Ori, you come out of this with a bit of a headache as y'all get down to Red Row. Drelon, you're fine. You are right as rain. If anything, that was a little refreshing for you.
I travel to Vermisian quite often, so bit of a breeze for me.
But as y'all get down, the smell of cordite, spire black gunpowder fills your nose, followed quickly by the smell of blood and death. You step out into a war zone.
That doesn't sound good.
Brother Helionite,
War
riding
zone.
upon his elevated platform of death, is just shooting down upon many, many knights that are charging him and his fellow gun-toting worshippers. Almost in
Who's he
a
shooting at?
some knights.
Oh, a knight.
Yep. Very much in like a repeat performance of what y'all saw the first time you came down here, but somehow more violent. More innocent bystanders caught up in it, fighting on both sides. You see just random passerbys jumping up trying to pull Brother Helionite off of his little stand.
Oh my god. I mean, I don't think there's anything we can do to intervene. I think we
Oh.
need to get to the play as soon as possible.
What would you like to do, though? That door is still open.
The door?
Not the door. The door
Okay.
to do whatever you would like within the Spire. The door is not around.
Okay. I'm gonna say let's try and get away from the fracas and try and get down to the playhouse.
Fracas is
Yeah.
good. That's like a $5 word. I respect that.
My dad would be proud.
Yeah, I would like to kind of like curtail this battle that's happening. Try to stay out of anybody's line of sight.
Okay, y'all
Mm-hmm.
y'all carefully duck and dodge around the edge, and you bump into an old friend.
Oh.
Chillish! Chillish, say hi.
Hey. How's it going, Chillish?
Lots of people fighting.
Oh.
Ori, to introduce you to Chillish, Chillish is a small, looks like child-sized drow, hybridized with a raven. Like, child body proportions with some feathers and a beak.
Arugula's muted.
Ah,
I don't know if they're AFK or.
Sorry, I was having a popping fit.
oh no, it's okay. You are new. Hi, I'm Chillish.
I'm a little taken aback by the voice, but I extend a hand and say, "I'm Ori."
Hi, Orvi. I'm Chillish.
I look to Trayvon and Cornelia. Is he always like this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the most
Yeah,
part.
but he's great. Check this out. I take some of that little cake that we got at the temple and I give it to Chilish.
Chillish, get food. Yay! Chillish hasn't eaten since. Chillish can't remember.
Oh.
Food! Food, food, food. Food.
We'll just eat it slowly. We don't want you to get an upset stomach.
Chillish is like bouncing away from y'all, taking very small bites. Follow Chillish. Chillish, keep safe.
All right, let's go. I just imagine Chillish just like kind of hopping around a little bit, bird hopping,
Yeah.
as he's like crouched down, nibbling on his food.
Sorry, you would be familiar with Chillish and other misfits of the Spire classified as gutterkin. They are experiments by the aelfir, and when they didn't turn out exactly how they wanted, they ended up down here.
Okay.
And you would know that most of them don't live too long.
I was going to say I'm kind of like leaning over to Drayvon and Cornelia, so Chilish can't hear, and I ask them, "Do you know how old he is?"
You know, I never bothered to ask.
Yeah.
If I had to estimate, how old would I say he is?
His size would put him around like 7 to 9 years old.
Okay, so he's still a child.
He appears to be a child, but you would
Appears
also
to be a child.
notice.
Chilish is a full grown man.
Oh, that's a much funnier mental picture. 40-year-old Chillish.
He just got stunted because he never eats.
I mean, more or less.
Drank too much
I would
coffee
say
as a kid.
Chilish.
I'm
In
just
my mind,
reminded
I
of
put
that.
Chilish around 17.
I just imagine that Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack episode. The kid, I'm 40 years old.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Catherine?
well, his actual age is hard to determine. He appears to be young.
Okay.
Yes.
I am mildly concerned about this child in general.
This child.
Chillish keep you safe. Chillish go to Sten's End. Which, you would know from like the limited information you got is kind of where the group is set up shop.
Yeah, it's our like home base, if you would call it that.
Yeah. The Chilish Inn.
It's not cool, but it is kind of chill. It's chillish.
Delish.
Oh shit.
And no, I did not name him that to set that up.
I believe it.
believe
The
you for
long
now.
con.
After a bit of him and hawing around the perimeter of Red Row, you do find yourselves at the Sten's End. Barkeep looks at you. Customers are coming back a second time. We're improving, boys. To no one in particular, as the place is still empty, except for y'all.
It's good to be back.
You would notice that he's gotten some pieces of metal now to reinforce the windows and doors with.
Things
Charming.
getting worse.
Next production lets out in 30 minutes, so it's about to.
Phew. Well, we do have a lead on putting
Wait.
an end to it, though.
You weren't the one that left here with these guys earlier. Spire magic or what?
No, we just have a new companion.
I get another new
Reassignment.
customer? Woo!
I kind of lead over to Ori and say, "Don't let him swindle you."
Oh, I lean over to Ori and say, he does not have mineral water. Don't even ask.
Yeah.
He's
chuckle a little.
drinking this like big mug of whatever, something dark, and there's a mushroom bobbing around in it.
I have my hands kind of like close to me, and I'm just like I kind of don't want to touch anything in here.
Yeah, you're from a nicer part of town.
Yeah, to give you a mental image, this place is woodboard floors, half of them rotted, the other half squeaking.
Yeah, I'm also very careful of where I step.
The
Kind of-
the tables look like they're wire spools from the factories upstairs with the bottom part ripped off. The chairs look like they've been assembled from every burned out building around town. The taps for the drinks are covered in dust, and
Ugh.
they remain that way even after he pours you a glass.
Oh,
Clean is not a word any room in this building has heard.
Hmm. I was gonna say my other set of hands is kind of like a. I don't know if it was ever discussed, but I am wearing silk robes, and I'm kind of like pulling up the hem so it doesn't touch anything.
What? My establishment not clean enough for you?
I'm simply used to sterile environments with the children.
it's doctor stuff.
Oh,
It's doctor
you're a
stuff.
midwife. You're a midwife. I am so sorry. He immediately turns with a face of almost reverence and like he pops under the bar for a second and comes out with a mug of something and hands it to you.
Mm.
On the house.
May
But-
I ask what it is?
It's the specialty. It's a fungal brew.
Oh.
It's on the house, but it was also scraped off the house. So
Both my kids were rough hatchings, and without their midwife, they wouldn't be here today. So, thank you.
I give him a slight nod and take a sip of the brew.
oh,
It's intensely flavored. It's very earthy, and you know when they describe something as tasting of the forest floor?
yeah.
This taste of the forest fire floor.
Oh, jeez.
It's acrid and intense and just overwhelms your taste buds. It is also probably one of the strongest things you've ever had. Not in the like alcohol sense, it's more in the like borderline hallucinogenic.
Oh, jeez.
Knock your boots off.
You take a sip of that, you definitely feel the need to lie down.
I kind of do a sputtering cough. um, I can't say we've had any of that in the temple.
Oh, I imagine not. I make it here myself. I put some Spire Black in it.
Why?
You,
You would know-
Spireback is gunpowder, right?
Yeah.
It's the chemical that is refined into gunpowder. Some people rumor it to be the blood of the spire itself.
Cool.
Very nice.
Well, I hope you don't think it terribly rude that I won't be able to drink much of it.
No. But trust me, you kind of have to build a tolerance to it. He disappears down, pulls himself another mug, and just downs it in one long, continuous gulp.
I'm shocked.
I'm appalled.
I am just in shock. just
4 cups of that a day for 35 years now.
Uh, Why
Keeps
are you
me-
alive?
Keeps me fit as a fiddle. Beware what lurks. I'm fine. But every now and then, he just completely changes personality for a few words.
Interesting.
I'm looking to my companions with like eyebrows raised, like ah.
Ah, yes. Well,
Y'all's
we
room is
have-
still fine upstairs.
That's perfect because we have some business to
And
attend
as he
to.
points, you notice his body develops a pretty significant left to right sway. It's up there. And as he like flexes his elbow to like pull his hand in and point out stronger, he goes just far enough to pass the tipping point and flops down to the floor.
I set the mug down and look over at him.
I go to help him back up.
I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Prop him up against the bar.
Yeah, I'll get the other side.
You'll get into it. He goes, maybe you ministry folk ain't all so bad.
Okay. All right, you
We'll
take a lie
be
down.
upstairs.
You know what? I love you guys.
No.
That was very quick.
Thank you.
He goes,
We'll be upstairs.
on to like you see him counting with things. I had an extra mug today.
Alright.
It's apparent.
We'll ask not to be disturbed.
Y'all won't hear from me till morning. Barricade
Alright.
your door once you get up there in case things go south down here.
All right.
Are you
Go
are you
ahead.
expecting trouble?
Not from me. That play lets out in about 27 minutes.
Ah, that's right. All right. Well,
And
I put
as
a little.
He kind of wanders over and like puts a big old piece of metal in front of the front door and like braces it with a couple of chairs. Says, I'm going to the basement. Y'all go upstairs. I'll see y'all in the morning.
All right.
It-
I put a little mild healing draw in his hand, and I curl his fingers over it, and I tap his hand, and I say, "All right."
When I get down to my bed, it'll be bottoms up and then bottoms down as I sleep.
All right. Good night.
You see him like get to the stairs and he looks at him to go down, looks at y'all. He just sits on the step and like butt scoots all the way to the bottom.
Uh, you know,
He'll be fine.
yeah, I think he needs that trying to live here. So.
All right, Chillage, you got to tell me what's going on. What have you been up to?
They started second. Chillish. Chillish thinks. Chillish says. Second production of the play started.
Uh-huh.
They show
I
at theater. Chillish also sees her showing at Cow's Udder.
Oh.
Interesting. There's a second showing.
Second set of showings, 3 times a day at each.
Ooh,
Oh.
that's
That's
a
not
lot.
great. I don't think the population can handle that.
Yeah, I don't really know if there's gonna be much left to destroy down here.
So many dead.
I feel like maybe we should go for the one at the Cow's Udder, just because we know there's some other stuff going on over there. And also, they think I'm a repairman. That might be helpful.
They think you're a repairman.
Yes.
Yeah, don't worry
Cornelia
about it.
managed to somehow fix a beer tap.
That wasn't like connected to anything.
Yep, it just magically made beer.
Okay.
I was sweating.
Sometimes the weirdness of the Spire works in your favor. Yeah, y'all get
And
up
it
to your
does.
room, and it is exactly as you left it. Squished bees on the floor and all.
I don't remember putting peas on the floor.
Not peas, bees.
Oh, that's right, the bees, the bees.
Yes, from the apiarist.
Oh, this guy didn't clean this up.
Are you shocked?
That's fair.
You hear him singing a drow drinking song.
I should have given him something stronger.
Ooh, Chillish or
The barkeep through
barkeep,
4
okay.
stories technically now. He's
Okay.
really belted it out.
Ooh, buddy.
If you were to guess, if you were to use a traditional blood alcohol standard, it's probably something like 0.9.
0.9,
Yes.
not 0.09?
No, not 0.0, 0.9. There's
Oh,
not.
buddy.
He's alive because of the Spire.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Bless him. All right, guys.
So,
You need a plan.
Chillish has idea.
All right, chill. Let me hear it.
Same actors, both shows.
Okay, so they're not the same time.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's like running back and forth to show that they're moving between them.
Okay. Keep going.
Chillish think you become actor. Actress. Actrow. Whatever's correct.
Perfect. Kidnap?
Kill.
Kill?
Who's gonna notice a few new bodies?
Yeah. But I feel like. Well, I guess the show can't go on without them, right?
Chillish just kind of shrugs. He hasn't seen it.
Well, that's good.
Fair enough.
Chillish, never, never go see that. You understand, right?
Costs too much money.
Good.
Costs 3 stens.
How are people affording that?
You would know 3 stens is like a snack.
It's not-
like a bag of
yeah,
chips.
Yeah, but this is some extreme poverty.
Oh,
Not regular poverty, it's advanced poverty.
It's advanced poverty.
posters with Chillish see posters with free tickets attached.
Oh, you never take those.
Too high.
Nothing is free in this world.
Yeah.
Chillish too short.
Even if you could reach them, don't take them, Chillish.
Okay.
What happens at that play is very dangerous. I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
Chillish understand.
Okay, good, Chillish. Good, good, good,
Okay.
good. All right, so do we think killing one of the actors would do? Don't you think they would just replace them?
Laird, I have a question.
Okay.
Let's say we were to go view this play
Mhm.
as like a reconnaissance.
Yeah,
type
for
of deal,
research.
right? Would we be affected by the spells that are being
Bloodlust.
cast?
Yeah.
Because you're aware of it, you could try to resist it, but that doesn't mean you'll succeed.
Gotcha. Okay.
I got 1 resist point.
I'm supposed to do this at the beginning of every session, but I have that ability to choose a
Yeah, a knack or is it a skill?
it's like choose a knack or a skill or something like that. Hold on, let me pull it up so I can actually look at it again. And I might just like select resist to make sure that I can
Yeah.
manage anything. have brought this up earlier. Sorry.
Oh no, it is
You're
fine. This is not competitive Spire, the city must fall. We are not rules lawyers.
It's not our Spire speedrun.
Mm,
Brief anecdotal research. I recently had a group of friends want to do like a D&D style battle royale, where like we all made 5th edition characters.
Mm-hmm.
I showed them the build I would bring and they canceled it. I imagine what happens is they kicked me and they're doing it anyways.
they're just on full shitter hours for D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
It was that Blood Hunter Battlemaster build I told you about the other day, Arugula.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny.
Short
Flew
version.
too close to the sun.
Character turns into about a machine gun for about 6 seconds and something's going to die.
Uh,
It
that's
does
one
Yeah.
way to go.
roughly 110 damage the first round of combat.
I see why they kicked you out.
Yeah, I just noticed like I wasn't in the server they made to organize it the next day, and I'm like, huh.
Oh.
The message was like, yeah, we decided not to go through with it anymore.
Okay. Sure.
So yeah, I have my obsessive researcher where I could choose a knack and a skill or a domain. So I could add the knack. I don't know what a knack would resist would be though.
For example, it could be like interrogation, like you resist interrogation or torture better. Torture
Okay.
is not on the table for this game again, to be clear, from prior
Right.
discussion.
Is there like a magic resist that I can?
Yeah, if you want to be able to resist effects of magic, sure.
Okay.
Or curses.
Curse
Or
when
curses message?
Like enticements or something like that, right?
charms, magic. You can make it as generic as magical effects. Don't say that'll be fine.
Okay. So yeah, I think I'll do that. And I gotta remember to unclick that because I can't have the same thing twice in a row.
Chillish looks to. They're about to start or about to end. Chillish thinks 6th show is about to end.
Uh, should we bunker down?
Board windows. Chillish points to a big old pile of metal and wood left by the door.
Yeah, I would say we hunker down for now. And what time is the next showing supposed to start? And where's it located at?
Chillish says, schedule. Chillish seen it. It's in Chillish's head. Not much in there. Chillish should find it.
Should I roll
Sunrise.
to assist? Okay. Sunrise, okay.
Cow's udder.
At the cow's udder.
Chillish tired. Chillish had to think hard. Chillish just curls up next to the fireplace and goes to sleep.
Oh my god, my heart, please.
It's in my nature. I'm just kind of scooting a little bit closer to him to hover.
Ugh.
At sunrise? It's really early.
Yeah.
I mean, that's okay, right? We can wake up early.
No, I mean like who goes to see a play at dawn, you know?
When you're magically compelled to watch it as many times as you
Yeah.
can.
I was gonna say.
I guess so.
Sometimes you catch the matinee.
Yeah.
I'm going to go downstairs to check that the bar is as secure as possible. But I think we should take the night to rest. Maybe
Well, should
discuss
we,
what we want to
devise a
do.
plan?
But I'm going to take the time to go downstairs and kind of reinforce any barricades or anything like that. Because I don't necessarily trust the barkeep to do it properly in his current state.
As you
And
go down and
take
look,
a
he
help.
barricaded it pretty darn well. Like you find a board that's loose here and a like piece of metal that could be put better over a window. But he did a good job.
Okay, good.
And as you go up, like back up and finish barricade, you hear the first sound of what sounds like a Molotov cocktail hitting up the floor of the street, not like inside. Be clear, but
Perfect.
like the rioting has begun and the screaming has begun. You notice he left y'all one final gift before he went to bed as well. A little box of beeswax earplugs.
Oh, what a
Delightful.
king.
And
All
there's a little
right, you
note
guys.
attached. Normally, I soak these in my special brew, but I didn't think y'all'd like that, so just stick them in your ears and go to sleep.
Oh, why would he do that?
Why would he not do that?
Oh, in his ears. All right. Okay, guys. So let's brainstorm our plan so we're ready in the morning. So our goal is to stop the productions from going forward. Do we think it's a good idea or a viable solution to simply kill one of the actors to stop it from going forward?
I
I
think it's
mean,
viable.
Oh, what if we
I
kidnap them and
well, I was gonna
interrogate them?
say we may not necessarily have to kill them.
Oh,
We may just
yeah.
all we have to do is prevent them from continuing on with the play.
And we could get additional information. I like the kidnapping idea.
Do you have means of how to kidnap them?
All right, all right. Yeah, okay. All right. So, Chilish told us they go back and forth and back and forth. So,
While
we
y'all
know
are
their
talking,
route.
Chilish is like chirp snoring on the floor where he curls up to go to sleep.
Does he have a blanket?
No,
I put a
Aw,
blanket over him.
how could we have missed that? Fools. Okay. So, we know where we are expecting them to go, so maybe we should stake out the cow's udder right before the show starts.
Yeah, I would say that we get up before dawn, make our way over there,
I agree.
and find a way to get like backstage, perhaps,
Okay.
to see if we can, uh, I would probably say find our way backstage and kind of do some investigations while the play is actually being performed.
Okay. So we don't want to take them
So that way we
this
could at
way.
least have a better chance of
Right.
avoiding the spell that's being cast in the middle of the play.
Yeah. I guess on one hand it's like you want to stop them as soon as possible because every additional play is more people murdered, right? But also
True.
there could be a benefit to observing during the show.
it's entirely up to y'all. But if you are ready, y'all can go to sleep and get ready for tomorrow.
Right. I'm ready to
Yeah,
sleep.
I think that. I mean, we might. Would it be possible for one of you to watch the play to see, maybe take notes?
I will say that I have one resist and one low society, which I feel like both would be applicable since we're in red row. So I feel like, I mean, I have 3d10.
Yes, out of character, yes, you would be able to do that.
Okay, well, Cordelia, how about you watch the play
Okay.
while me and Ori investigate backstage to see if we can't uncover any information that might help us. And then after the play is over, we choose a target to kidnap and
Yeah. It might even help us pick which one we want to kidnap if one seems
True.
particularly weak in the performance.
Yes.
Okay. I
Yeah.
think this is a good plan.
Okay, so each of you, I guess, are going to settle down for the night.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yes.
I'm ready to go to sleep.
There are 3 beds. Each have your own
Take watch. Oh no,
May I
Chill
please
should sleep
bring-
on the floor, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can I bring Chills to the foot of my bed? Like a dog.
Yes, you can carry him.
Okay, I'll put him right at the feet of my bed.
I'm gonna
Like
laugh
on
at
the
Chill ends
bed.
up being like a 60-year-old person.
I don't care. I'm
And we're
tucking
just-
him in right
And
now.
we're just treating him like a child.
I'm making
It
sure
doesn't
he's tucked in
matter.
on all sides.
Tuck the hell out of this guy. All right.
Okay,
I know how to swaddle.
each of you give me a 1d100 roll.
Oh
1d100.
God.
Oh, I'm so scared. Oh God, please. I don't want to wake up in that room again.
So, as the night progresses, everything seems fine. Nothing seems particularly out of place. But, Arugula, Ori, as you wake up,
Mm-hmm.
you notice you are definitely not where you went to sleep.
Where am I at?
I'm about to post a picture of the room you find yourself in the Discord.
Oh God.
In
No.
voice chat for streamer room. I will then post it in Roll20 in just a second.
Is it okay for us to see it, or should we
Yes,
not
y'all
look?
can look.
Okay. Where is it at in the Discord?
The voice chat for this channel. The little open chat button next to the streamer room
Yeah.
title.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
A large bed of rich, dark walnut with a black bedspread over it sits in the center of the room. Heavy, dark gray curtains hang from the walls. A gap between the curtains reveals 2 different dark wooden doors, carved with a gothic style and a grotesque face on each. A large chest of drawers, also of dark walnut, is pushed into the corner.
There's no one else in the room with me.
No. It's also completely silent.
Okay. Um. Is there anything? I mean, obviously it's a suspicious room, but is there anything like overtly suspicious about the room?
It's in a very different style than what you're used to seeing in Spire. You've seen in like some of the human museums, like a few artifacts that look similarly styled. But with your knowledge, there's no reason this much of that style should be inside the Spire.
Okay, and you said there were 2 doors?
Yes. There are 2 doors, a closet, and a chest of drawers.
Can I check the chest of drawers?
Yes.
Do I need to roll anything?
Give me a d10. As you open it, you hear a scream come from somewhere further inside the chest of drawers.
Okay. Inside the chest of drawers?
Yes, inside the chest of drawers. How you choose to handle that information is up to you, and it sounds like it's coming from within the chest of drawers.
Can I pinpoint which drawer it's coming from?
It sounds like it's almost coming from further back within the chest of drawers, like it's bigger on the inside.
I like to ignore the chest of drawers.
Okay, you said you'd like to ignore it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not fucking with that. Uh. Okay, you said there was a bed, the doors, and the chest of drawers, right?
And a closet.
And a closet. I guess I'll look inside the closet.
Okay. It appears empty.
Is it completely black?
The walls are a dark wood paneling, but it's fairly dark inside, yes.
Do I have any kind of light on me?
Do you think it'd be reasonable for Ori to carry a lantern or a lamp of some type?
I think like one, maybe like a small oil lantern.
Okay, yeah, then you have a small oil lantern on you.
All right, I would like to turn that on and like wave it in the closet to see what's in here.
On the back wall, in large sprawling letters, are written the words, "This house hates."
Oh, no, 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 no.
Okay. I don't like that. Do I have the option of just going back to bed?
Yes, you can go back to bed.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, give me another D100
Oh
roll.
my god.
Okay, a couple hours go by, you're not quite sure, and you wake up in your own bed.
Oh, I'm back in the room with everybody?
Yeah, you're back in the room with everyone.
Oh, thank God. I check on Chillish.
But the
I check on
sheets,
Chillish.
the sheets are black. When you went to bed, they decidedly were not black.
I like rub the fabric between my fingers. Do they feel like oily or
They feel like the sheets from what you presume was the strange dream you just had.
hmm.
Or do you think it was a dream, or do you think it was real? Put it that way.
The sheets make it seem like it was real. To be a weirdo, can I check Drayvon and Cornelia's beds? Like just like at the foot of the bed, just like kind of pick up the comforter and look.
Yeah, they look exactly as they were when they went into bed the night before.
Hmm.
And you're up about an hour before them.
Okay. We haven't come to that point yet, but I will elect to take these sheets.
Okay.
They came from my dream. I'm taking them.
These are my dream sheets. Are they redone?
They say live, laugh, love on them.
Yeah.
They are
Damn
just
silly
plain.
These are pure Egyptian cotton.
Yeah, they are just simple, plain black, very comfortable sheets.
At least 1,000 thread count.
But you'll notice they're always just a little stiff as you like try to fold them or move them. Not like absurdly stiff or comically, just a little thicker than they appear to be.
Okay.
I thought they were stiff for another reason. Okay.
Stop.
I was like, ew, gross.
No.
These sheets have not been washed in a millennia.
Ugh.
Not the
No.
But yeah, the morning is yours. What would you like to do? Well, you wait for everyone else to get ready. Get up.
I guess I'll go downstairs and survey the damage if there's any.
Okay. On that note, guys, I apologize. Yeah, we're gonna take our break real
Someone's
quick.
excited.
Yeah, my dad just got
Gotcha.
home. So we'll be back in like 10, 15 minutes. I don't know exactly how long, guys. But y'all stay safe, and I'll see you all soon. Everyone, as you break, get up. I'm gonna pause the
All right.
recording. Hey, welcome back, guys. Sorry, there was a brief pause there. But by now, Trayvon and Cornelia, you are starting to wake up.
Okay.
And
Am I waking up in my own bed?
yes, you both awaken in your own bed.
Okay.
Chillish is kind of just sitting there. Chillish wonder, why sleep on soft? It's weird.
Was it bad? Like uncomfortable?
Chillish is not uncomfortable. Chillish just confused.
Oh. Okay, you deserve to sleep in a bed.
This bed?
Sure.
Ah. Chilish learned word. Bed.
You're doing great, sweetie. All right, you guys, are you ready to follow through with the plan?
What was the plan again?
We are going to, well, you guys are going to get backstage, and I'm going to watch the show. And when the show finishes, we're going to kidnap somebody.
Gotcha. Let's go.
Seems like a solid plan.
Excellent plan. What can go wrong? So as you make your way down to Cow's Udders, you notice the knights are positioned like between the alleyways and stuff.
Okay. I mean, I've infiltrated the knights before, so I think I could get past them relatively easy.
You know, it's like you still
I
have your
think
knight
of me as
armor.
a knight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were an honorary knight for winning a drinking contest.
Incredible.
Yes, which to kind of feel you, knights in the Spire are less fighters with a drinking problem than drinkers with a fighting problem.
Gotcha.
Like when you play the knight class, one of your core abilities is you know a nearby pub and the person who runs it. Whether they're
Okay.
your friend or not is another matter altogether. But as you're wondering, you see a lot of people, like, for this early in the morning in the Spire, where people tend to work, shift work, there's a lot of people coming in to go watch this show. Easily 50, 60 people pass it on the way in. And they're just queuing up outside. And y'all can see they've cleaned up the front of the Cow's Udder a bit. They've removed some of the barricades and entrenchments. But you see more moths. A lot of moths just floating through the air and dead on the ground.
That machine. Should
Uh,
have we briefed
No, you have not.
Ori? All right, we should do that now. So, listen, we've been here before. This pub. There is a area downstairs and it has this kind of machine, and we saw them take some people down there, and he put them in the machine, and it seems like that machine like operates off of their pain and misery, and they're using that machine to like it's like making everything old, right?
Okay.
It's basically just like destructive.
Right.
Trayvon, help me out. Am I explaining this well?
I mean, you explained it fairly well. I don't know the full details of how the machine operates yet. I still need to study this manual that I found.
Yeah, we have a manual.
But yeah, it's something that we probably will end up having to need to take care of
Yeah.
relatively soon.
But now we know it probably has some sort of link to the play, or at least vested interests from the same person, since they're having the play here at the Cow's Udder. So just so you know.
Okay.
All right, guys. Let's do this. So do I need to buy a ticket? Maybe I can get one of those free tickets off of
As y'all wander in, you do find multiple posters with mini ticket stubs still remaining.
All right, I'll go ahead and grab one of those bad boys. And I think you guys are going to need to find a way into the back.
All right. So we split up here.
And before we split up, can I perform? I don't know what good it'll do, but my right of respite.
Could you pull that up real quick? Right.
pull it up?
I'm pulling it up in the rules. Right.
Oh, sure.
I just want to make sure I remember which one that is.
Yeah, it's the restore 3 stress reminder blood. And I don't know.
Yes, you can definitely do that.
All right, let's go ahead and do that.
I would probably benefit from that.
I can tell you at least 2 of you greatly benefit from that. I just don't remember which 2 right now. So each of you
All
are.
right. Ori,
I'm-
this is like my thing.
I currently have 4 stresses in mind at the moment. So.
Okay.
You know that?
When I work on y'all's stuff, I have to click the stress tab, so y'all been able to see it.
Oh, I just don't look. Okay. All right, so I'm going to perform that right, and that means, okay, I need you guys to put your hands out
Okay.
like books, and I'll put some of my healing water in it, and we'll all just sit quietly while I do my healing prayers, and we'll all be a little bit relaxed in body and spirit.
Okay.
All right. How we feeling?
A whole
Much
heck of a lot better.
better.
All right. Boys and squirrels, ready to take this task on?
You know it.
All right. I'll stay here. You guys find your way to the back.
With the 2 going around to the back, can y'all give me a stealth roll?
I could use my totem
Yes, you can.
to add a point into my. It's not a knack, right? It's just like
No, it's just
I,
like you temporarily have the skill of stealth.
okay.
So what would I roll for that?
If you don't have it, it's just 1d10.
I do not believe I do.
And it's no other like domains or anything like that, right?
Nope, just stealth.
Okay.
Yeah, I do not have sneak. Okay, so 1d10.
Yep.
Nice. Ooh.
Here we have 2 extremes, nice and not nice.
Do you really expect me to be stealthy?
No.
Yeah, all them legs thumping on the ground. Dude.
Okay, so you're going to take.
Don't worry, I can finesse it if something happens.
Ain't talking our way out of another one tonight, boys.
I once I got a nat 1 on an eavesdropping on my rogue, and I proceeded to just sprawl out on the floor, draw me like one of your French girl style, and was like, "Oh no, I've fallen."
Okay, you get fallout. Something goes wrong. You get a
Uh-oh.
moderate fallout.
I don't like the sound of that.
He's already dead. Is already dead?
Am I dead?
No, you're not dead. Not dead yet.
Whew, quiet.
Yet.
Too quiet.
I was just having to read what my options were at this point.
Is there a way to remove fallout?
Yes. Suffering, many ways to remove fallout, but the nice part is suffering fallout does heal you of stress.
Okay.
Okay.
So it prevents itself from like cascading out of control. So you just kind of feel the hair on the back of your neck go up, and that's all you notice for now.
Okay.
But while you're trying to sneak, you do step squarely into a can of paint.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh. And then what?
Thankfully no one looks up at the moment, so you and Drayvon managed to slip into the back, relatively to your ability to tell unseen.
My gosh.
Have I left a trail?
Not really.
Okay.
Okay. I wish there was a more hidden way to manage stress. That's my one gripe with these character sheets.
I just promise not to look.
I appreciate that. And that was not an indictment on anyone, to be clear. That's just a
Yeah.
There's just
Right.
it's just
Is
how
the normal game mechanic supposed to be hidden from
yeah
us?
it's
or-
supposed stress is supposed to be hidden from y'all.
Okay.
But how Roll20 works, there's not a way for me to do it in a hidden manner.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's why on the first couple of sessions we were just doing in Discord, I used a web app to manage it. It's weird. I think it's cool because it takes less stress off the players. You know, they're not having to track their health or stress. And then Fallout can you can do a rough math of, okay, I know I failed to check earlier. I know I failed something else.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, when I see you fiddling with my character sheet, I don't pay too close enough attention to it anyway.
But yeah, fair. Trust me.
It's more of like a like, oh, okay. I know I'm incurring something because I'm watching you do it, but I don't take that into account, right? I just
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah. I know it's just
If
one of the
if-
weird pain points of Roll20, and I wish there was a
if
good
something-
solution.
if something happens in this game, it's gonna happen regardless. If I,
Yeah.
you know,
So, y'all find yourselves in the back. It's still the back of a bar, kind of like you expect. There's still the yawning pit into the Vermisian down there, too. So, Ori, to set the stage a bit, Cow's Udder was a Vermisian station at one point. Until an insane aelfir named Cows, Kows, took over and made it into a bar.
Mm-hmm.
He named it Udder because it is utterly insane, but it is spelled Udder. Now, thankfully, no one has informed Cows of the animal cow and that they have a body part called an udder. He might not take that too well, but no one knows where Cows is currently. But this is a former Vermisian station, and it's just got a yawning pit into the void at the bottom. And now they're performing a play in there.
Okay.
And you are in the back. You are in the back rooms of this bar. What would y'all like to do?
I mean, I would just like to kind of search the area, maybe try to uncover like any type of documents or any type of like artifacts or something like that. I'm heavily searching, any like shelves or drawers or stuff like that.
Give me an investigate roll. Both
Just
y'all
investigate?
together. So investigate with let me look at y'all's domains. I'm not sure which one I'm going to recommend for this. Depending on what you want to look for, academia, any of them really. So tell me which one you'd like to use.
Well, I
me?
think
Both
I
of
would
you.
want to do technology
Okay.
for my domain because I'm also looking for any type of like mechanical devices like I found at the in the basement of Cow's Udder,
Okay.
right? So because I'm familiar with the contraption that's down there. I want to know if there's anything that might help me that might be like related to it or something to that effect. So
Okay, yeah. Give me investigate and technology. Ori, what would
Okay.
you like to roll?
I guess I will roll academia.
Okay, so no skill, just the academia domain.
What else could I possibly use?
Yeah, I'm looking at your list right now. I want to pull it up. Yeah, just do that. That works well.
Okay, so just one.
2d10 total.
Okay, so just hit 2 on the input.
Yes.
Okay.
And mine would be 4, correct? Because
Ooh.
I have the skill in the knack,
Ooh.
Yes.
and then 1 technology.
Yes, yours would be 4 total.
Because I would have 3, and then the standard 1d. Okay.
So, Ori, you find a little dossier containing like the days and times that these actors and actresses are moving, who's providing their food, how they're getting around. You find all that information in a neat little binder. What knights are set on patrol and where they're supposed to be. It goes really well for you. Trayvon, you find a little miniature model of a dust machine.
Do I know what a dust machine is?
It is, as you find through just a little bit of expert, like it is labeled dust machine. After looking it over, it's the big machines down in the basement.
Perfect. Okay. It's just a model of it.
And it's a like fully expandable model. You know those parts explosions you see for stuff?
Yes.
If you touch it, it does that.
Okay.
Touch the top of it. It just like expands out and floats in the air.
I do that.
Okay, so as it spreads out, you see there's lots of stones with arcane runes and sigils on them. And they surround a chamber in which there is a human. Labeled cultist.
Okay.
So they are sacrificing the people.
To a degree, yes.
Okay.
And you also see another spot that's labeled, like as you kind of touch parts, little glowing words light up, tell you what things are. And a little like nook on the side of it's labeled subject area. And you can see there's like a little bitty mannequin of a person stuck there and some like things that are labeled to be pictures and possessions. It's a fairly complicated device. It takes you a while to like get through how it works, but you understand essentially. Cultist goes in. Cultist gets tortured. Information about subject goes into nook on the side, and then entropy happens. Things around them fall apart. Their life starts to fall apart. They start to fall apart. Until inevitably either something around them dies or they die. Something around them causes them to die or they just die.
Interesting.
And I'm going to put you two on pause for a second. Cornelia,
Yes.
you hand a very nice, sweet drow your ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And they guide you to your seat. You notice that the seats are like precariously strapped above the yawning pit into the Vermissian. Like
Okay.
one long slip, and the only thing you might hit for the rest of your life is the last train.
Were those the only seats available?
You notice everyone you think's seen the show because they're pretty violent and aggressive are towards the front, and those who haven't
Okay.
are towards the back.
All right, I'm go ahead and grab that back seat.
You were put pretty far to the back. While you're sitting
Okay.
there, two people fighting. They both fall into the Vermissian. Their screams go on for like a very long time as the Vermissian echoes it back up.
Does anybody like react to that?
Not
or-
really.
What the heck? Okay. I am clutching my seat.
So soon after, the play starts to begin. And it is a fairly familiar story to you of like understanding the drow history.
Mm-hmm.
A drow princess who does not want to be wed off to someone she does not yet wish to marry, fights back against fate, fighting the very gods of the drow faith themselves. Sword fights take place on stage, and as they duel back and forth, blood splatters across the ground. Roll me character sheet. I apologize I do this so much.
You're fine.
Roll me just give me a D10. You don't have the right skills. I think
Okay.
that's-
Oh,
or a
1d10?
Yeah, 1d10.
Okay.
Okay, with a bit of paying attention, like just really focusing in, you realize that the blood spatters are starting to form arcane sigils on the floor.
Okay.
I want you to roll resist with religion, and you're going to have mastery, so it's going to be a full 4d10.
Okay. Okay.
This is not for
Y'all.
this roll, but it's for something else, so just,
Why did I volunteer for this? I'm so stressed out. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Whew.
I forgot to reduce your stressor. I forgot to do your, rite of respite.
Mm.
I did decaf instead of yours.
Oh.
So, let's see. Yeah, you're fine.
All right.
So,
Okay.
you managed to resist the magical compulsion of the play. You notice one or two in the audience can pull that off as well, but as the show reaches its penultimate scene, people are getting more and more violent and aggressive,
Okay.
to the point hardly anyone's in the seats by the end of the show. They've gone back into the street, started fighting again.
Okay.
About 7 of you were sitting in the seats for the last curtain call and bow.
Okay. Do I notice anything interesting about the people in the play themselves?
They seem to not be professional actors and actresses.
Not professional?
Yes, you think originally they might have been, like they might have originally had them for the play, because some like collective wrote it.
Uh-huh.
But these look like they just got people off the street,
Okay.
forced them to memorize the script and perform.
Yeah.
Some of them with the script literally taped to their arm.
Ooh. I don't think our plan's gonna work, you guys. All right. Is there anything interesting I can note about the other 7 who are able to resist?
They all seem to be well educated, and at least 3 of them you are sure came from the local university. Of the Spire,
Okay.
like the University of the Spire.
Okay. Interesting.
And one of them has a massive crystal coming out of their forehead.
Okay. See what I know what that crystal does?
Yes, you would know it marks them as part of. Get the name of it. A second. You would know they are part of the Brazzacott Technical Institute.
Technical Institute.
Yes, and that is an intelligence shard.
An intelligent shard. Would it be able to talk to them?
Oh yes, they are kind of mingling around discussing the show with others afterwards.
All right. I want to ask them, hey, why'd you want to watch this show?
A play that's causing mass conflict? Why wouldn't I want to watch it? The research potentials are through the roof.
So you know what it's doing?
I have my theories.
You want to share some with me?
And let you publish before me? Never.
Ah. What if quid pro quo? You tell me your theory, I tell you mine.
First.
All right, all right. Look, my theory. Did you notice any rune type activity on the stage?
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it!
Why? What'd you know?
It's magic.
Magic?
I thought it was
Oh,
just such a bad play that people were acting out in violence at first.
yeah, I didn't think it was that bad.
Oh, the plot's full of holes, the pacing's so far off a snail could get ahead of it.
Yeah.
Like,
Bad play never made me kill my fellow drow.
yes, but if you're as destitute and far off as these people and spent about a day's wages to come watch a show. Yes, I know I mentioned
Huh.
earlier that the price is about the cost of a snack. They don't get paid well down here.
Yeah. Well, what's a smarty pants like you even doing on Red Row?
Research.
Okay.
Us at the Institute been talking about it. We just had to get someone down here, and we're kind of all here as he kind of flicks the crystal sticking out of his forehead.
Okay. Do you have any vested interest in stopping this, or you're just a passive observer
Oh no, I
pursuing
want it to
knowledge?
continue. At the
Oh,
very least, if it clears the place out, we can move down here and put in some more book stacks.
very cool. Very cool. Not showing my hands about how I feel about that. Very cool. Very cool. I don't. I gotta go.
Stay safe.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Talk to you later.
About, like, he looks like he's about to say something, then his eyes just glaze over and he slumps to the floor. And you see the crystal on his head glowing bright white. And would I be a crystal sticking in his head? Like, picture one of those big, massive, like, shards of quartz just jammed through his forehead.
No, I was imagining Glossaric. Okay.
Like, very crudely put in.
Would I know why that happened?
To what you would understand, he's communing with the other members of the Institute.
Okay, and he's like slumped over. Oh my god! Can I push him into the pit?
Yes, you can. Would you like to?
With
With?
intrusive thoughts, just one.
The thing is, he's a bad guy. He wants this to continue to happen. Can
Honestly, if you want to do it, you don't even have to roll for it. It just happens. He can't fight back.
Okay, I pushed him in.
Sure you don't want to rifle through his pockets or anything first?
Yeah. First I rifled through. Did I find anything?
You find his ID badge.
Am I gonna feel bad?
No.
Okay.
You see
Is it
he's
a
a...
picture ID badge?
Yes.
Okay.
Has his name, Institute. The name's written in a strange font you can't quite read.
Okay.
It's...
Is it papyrus?
No.
No.
Is it Windings?
Essentially, yes.
Okay.
Now, if I do this, would anybody at the institute have recognized me or knew I did this?
They can't see anything right now. They're essentially having a conference in that crystal, and they will be until he wakes up. And,
Boys, we pushing.
you might have not just killed one person.
Oh, they seem like bad people. I'm looking out for the Spire. All right, he's getting pushed, and I'm keeping the ID.
You also find about 500 sten on him,
Oh yes.
which you would know would be like an entire block's monthly salary down here.
This was such a good idea. All right, do I have all the goods?
Yes, and he's tumbling down into the Vermisian now. Whiff's cold. Cordelia's cold. I appreciate it.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Well, look, if it was a good person, I wouldn't have done it, but he wants this to continue. I had to do it to him. It was aligned with our. It was fun. It's
Right.
aligned with
Okay.
our mission. Okay. All right.
Several moments later, like as everyone else is leaving, you're just kind of sitting observing. You hear a bit of a thud down there. And I'm talking like 15, 20 minutes later. There's just a
now.
thud.
I feel a little bad, but not bad enough.
Imagine
All right.
falling for 15 minutes.
He,
Good lord.
he probably didn't know it. He was still probably in his little commune. That was his own fault. He did his silly communing in a very dangerous place.
They don't quite get to pick when it happens.
Oh.
Pretty much someone else said, I want to talk to you. And all of a sudden, the poor researcher's not home.
Well, you know, I don't feel bad.
So we're going
Not
to
a good.
put a pause on Cornelia's perspective, and we're going to go back to Drevon and Ori. So you're back there, and you hear, show's about to start, people, places, 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 places. So we've gone back in time to like right before the show started.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, are we on like ground level?
Yes, and it goes up about 2 floors, and Trevon can show you a staircase that goes down into the basement.
Okay. Well, I feel like we need to go up so we can get a vantage point.
Okay.
So where are the nearest stairs?
There's a ladder about 10 feet off to the left.
All right. Let's take that.
Up we go.
So as you go up, you get above and you see that, like, for the most part, it is a traditional theatrical production, especially for a Desang, which you're familiar with. You notice one person shouldn't be there, though. 2. There is a human retro engineer, and there's a blood witch.
Oh.
Y'all would have heard of this one. They're pretty infamous. Their name is Somna. They grew tired of the Spire and founded their own patchwork version of it deep within Night City, which is like one of the many areas of the heart.
Can you repeat that? I missed that.
They grew tired of the Spire, so they made their own patchwork version within the heart, in a place called Night City. No, not the same Night City from Cyberpunk. I'm both cutting the intrusive thoughts and the comments off at the same time.
I was gonna ask if there were any edge runners there.
Only edgelords.
So y'all
Anyway.
know she is incredibly powerful.
Okay, so we would like to avoid her.
Yes.
Is she a bad person?
They're a blood witch.
In general, most blood witches aren't looked upon too fondly. So being a blood witch within the Spire means you ventured down to the heart, and you've been infected with something and brought it back with you.
Okay.
And it gives you a bit of that control over the unreality that is the heart. But every now and then, you just kind of phase out of existence to become the monster that kind of manages your infection, that like your infection comes from, and will go on a rampage.
Sometimes you get Vecnud. Got it.
To directly quote the book, because this is actually a playable class for y'all now. From the Black Magic supplement.
That's interesting.
So yeah, true form. Since returning from the heart, your true self pushes and boils beneath the surface of your skin. If you ever take moderate or severe fallout of any kind, you can shift into the form that the heart wishes you to be. A flickering zeotrope horror. Your fingers twitch and flex and your movements are stop motion and disjointed. Your shoulders pop and creak as they bend at wrong points and stench of old blood fills the air. You gain the compel and pursue skills, and anyone with an ounce of sense will most likely run from you. They attempt to stop this change with a resist plus occult roll, Your true form lasts until the end of the situation. You can mark D3 stress to shift into your true form at any time.
Wow. Interesting. Powerful.
Yeah.
And you can tell just looking at her that she is deep in work of trying to maintain some kind of magical field. And you see her skin just gently boiling, bubbling.
Hmm.
Like she is having to fight off the urge to transform.
Okay. Well, Javon, what do you want to do?
Ugh. Good question. I'm not at a loss, honestly.
Honestly, the best thing we can do is probably just try to stay out of the way
That would be a good
and
idea.
just like maybe find a little like shadowy spot and watch the play.
Yeah, you'll easily enough can find a spot to sit and observe from above. The lights are being moved by some wizards down below, so no one's really going up to the rigging and rafters.
Gotcha. Nice.
So y'all both need to make me a resist plus occult roll.
Okay.
Or resist with a religion, if you have that instead.
Okay. I do.
Sorry, what roll?
Resist and occult or religion.
Okay. Resist.
So I have
with
a cult. So that's just one?
2.
2.
Always 1. And then you add to it.
Gotcha.
Oh no.
Hey chat, does Ori get a reroll?
Please say yes.
Oh, don't subs get to do something
Yes,
specific?
subs can give rerolls and mastery.
Cause I'm a sub.
Okay, you're a sub. So does Ori get a reroll?
Yes.
Take your reroll.
Appreciate you, Whiffington. Oh my god.
Oh god, is it bad again?
No,
No.
it's good.
Oh, cause I tabbed away.
So if it helps, Cryptic was in your corner as well.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, use up cryptics, not mine.
Regardless, you get your reroll. You pass. So you really feel the magic at work hammering against your skull, but you manage to push back. And you'll also see the Brascott Technical Institute researcher with the crystal sticking out of his head in the crowd. But what you'll
Wait,
get
so
to,
this...
what you notice is that when that happens, that crystal glows bright red.
Wait, when what happens?
When when the magical effect happened that they had to resist.
Oh.
You were down in the crowd, so you couldn't quite see it, but from their perspective, that crystal glowed bright red. And you'll watch the show conclude, and again, it's all fairly standard theater stuff. Then you'll see the crowd, like, as the play started to wind down, the crowd just pour into the street fighting. Just a few stragglers remaining. And then you'll see Whiff push that researcher into the Vermisian.
Why did you secret?
Or Cornelia. You see Cornelia push that researcher into the Vermisian.
No. Don't judge me. You don't know what he said.
I'm just staring down.
Oh my god. My shame.
Not my shame.
And you see the actors and stagehands rapidly trying to box everything up to start moving.
Okay.
You hear the director come by, next show's in 45 minutes, next show's in 45 minutes. We gotta move people. We gotta avoid the riots.
Question, metagaming.
Mhm.
There's no director, there can't be a play, right?
So with the nature of this, it could possibly continue. But to metagame right back, what if you were the director?
Ooh. I like that.
Hmm.
And I'm going to leave y'all to think on those words for a week. Because that's where we're going to wrap up for the week, for the night.
Don't think I'm not putting that in my notes.
Okay. All right. I will think about that.
So guys, thank you all so much for watching. To my YouTube folks, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all next week.